and nothing can stop me. No. 'Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What's up, guys? This is Rob, and tonight I'm the Grinch.
Hey, this is Murph. I'm a gangster rapper, y'all.
What's up, guys? It's Shea, and I'm fa la 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 la. Welcome to the Waiting Table Podcast. What's up?
Hello. Merry Christmas. Well, a bit early before
Happy
Christmas.
Chrysler. Isn't that what the kids say?
Happy what?
Merry
Happy
Chrysler.
Chrysler.
You've never seen that video?
I'm Canadian. Is that why?
Probably.
Yeah.
That's probably it.
When in doubt, it's because you're from Canada.
That's my go-to all the time, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us on another episode, our Christmas and our actual final episode of 2023 of the Waiting Table Podcast, where we have roundtable discussions about the hottest topics in weight loss with, of course, the coolest people from the bariatric community. I'm Rob. We got Murph. We got Shea. And of course, we got you guys. So grab a chair, wind down from your busy day, and take a seat at the table. Shea, how's it going tonight?
It's going well. Do you guys notice my little change of
I did.
scenery?
Oh, that's nice.
I like it.
That's
I
very
have
nice.
our
I like that.
trophies right here, and then I also
Yeah.
have you guys right above me, so you're always
Aw.
looking down on me. So whenever I
Always.
just need some support and encouragement now, I'm like, what would the boys do?
Aw.
Is that what it is? Supporting encouragement? I thought it was gonna be like judgment. Because I
Well,
was
yeah,
like,
that's-
well, there's
Down.
If I'm ever like getting discouraged about my life, I just look at you guys and I'm like, well, at least I'm not them. So
At least I'm not
just
old.
kidding. At least I still have my youth.
Oh no, right?
So that's how I'm doing. Whoa,
There
it is.
exactly.
Oh, there's the whoa.
Exactly.
There
Hey
it
Murph,
is.
you thought you were gonna get out of it, but how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Yeah. Just ran home real quick from a long shift at my new job and
Woo.
and
Just being a
don't, you know,
rapper, right? A gangster rapper.
Word, homie.
Show them
Word.
your sweatshirt. Show them
Yeah.
so it makes more sense.
Gangsta rapper.
I love it.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah, rapper. It's enunciated, but that's, yeah,
Rapper.
that's no fun. But it's cool. And then I also added to my collection here. It finally came in the mail. My third trophy, because they only had the
Yay.
2 at the award show, and so I got.
You got them all.
And then
It's
my
your little
guy over there.
bariatric shrine.
Yeah,
I
I
love,
love it.
yeah. And then I don't know if you can see it, but I have to mention because let's see here. Up there, we also have my wife's official. She is now, as of yesterday, a nurse. I actually gave her the other
Yay!
because it was easier to work for my little chubby fingers. But she is officially a nurse as of yesterday, and so
Congratulations,
wow, this
please.
is our new award shelf, I guess.
I
Love
love it. Gosh, you're gonna just get them stacked up there.
There you
I
go,
like
man.
it.
Calm down. Leave some for the rest of us.
So lots of good stuff going on.
Good stuff. Good
That's
stuff.
awesome.
Feeling great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good. So this
How
is
was
the
the-
last episode for us, right? This is it for 2023.
2023,
For
yes,
2023,
clarify. We
yeah.
will be back in 2024. But
Right.
how was it? Did you guys have fun on the boys' show without me? I missed you guys, but I know I probably
It's probably the
wasn't
best show we've
missed.
ever had.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah,
I was just
probably.
like, wow.
Really
Doesn't
good.
this feel right? Like when we got off afterwards, like Murph, this feels right. Like, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
You're like, this
Yeah.
is how it was meant to
Wow.
be.
Remember, this was our vision. This was
Wow, that felt so good.
whoa. That was me. Like that
Whoa.
was me. I was like,
Whoa!
right.
Whoa.
And then we start this show, and it's sort of like,
Exactly.
kidding. No, it
Can
was
you guys
good.
believe it, though?
What? What can we not
Oh,
believe?
sorry.
Or can we
Just
believe?
that this is the last episode of the season.
It's the last episode of the year, and we've only been doing this, the three of us, for a year.
Year.
The whole
Man.
freaking year, and I'm not gonna cry.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am. You almost had me crying in happy hour.
I know. I was
Only
trying to lay it
Rob-
on a bit
only
because I was like,
Rob
"Oh,
can make me
happy
cry
shit."
during happy hour. Like, thanks a lot, Rob.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, so can I just pause this? I let Marcus drink from my cup.
Uh-oh.
There's so much food
First
in here.
mistake.
Oh my
Never
god.
again. Yeah.
Oh,
It's called
It's
the
so
snow globe.
gross.
It's called the
And I-
snow globe, Rob.
Oh.
Shake it up. It's a
Oh,
snow
you can't
globe.
see.
for some reason, that makes me just like.
Oh, trust me, it makes me too. Wait till you have kids, then you're gonna
Oh,
understand. But when it's Marcus too, oh,
Well, I just want to have kids now so I can dress them in the waiting table merch. We just launched baby and kid
Yeah.
stuff. And I was like sending the boys pictures. I'm like, I just want a baby so I can put them in this
Yeah.
little onesie that has the waiting table.
oh my
on
god, I
it.
can't
It's
wait.
so
I can't
cute.
wait. That's enough
Ah.
to make me have a third. No, it's not.
Just for
Rob's
yeah,
wearing a-
just for that.
Rob's wearing a onesie right now, so
Yes.
maybe he could order it for himself as well and wear the waiting.
You could
table
probably
onesie.
fit into it, honestly.
Yeah, he could wear the waiting table onesie.
A baby onesie? Yeah,
You
man,
could-
I'll do it.
You should wear a baby onesie on your thigh.
Each one. Yeah, man. I'm down. I'm down. Okay, but like really, like 1 year.
Get us back on track here. Yeah, get us
I
back
don't
on
think
track.
it actually hit me till you mentioned that. Like, we've only
Yeah.
done this, us three, for a year, right? Like,
Yeah.
this is about the time that
last
we were
year,
like,
I didn't really know you guys. Like
no,
we,
we
I
were,
think we just talked for
We
the
met you in
first time in
December.
December.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We met you in December, and our first show of 2023, I think it was our first, or maybe even our second show.
Yep.
Was with Shea. And
Yeah, it
so
was
that
like
The
a get
first,
to know.
the first one of
remember.
2023, I was in that one. Or was
Yeah.
it the second one? I can't
It's
remember
first.
now. First.
Yeah, because it was like
Started the year
new,
off right.
yeah. And then we did like a get to know type thing. And it was awesome because
Mhm.
like I remember us talking so much in December last year during the Christmas break, planning all these things, planning what we want to do. I remember me at one point, we have a spreadsheet of the guests and people we want and that we've discussed with. And I remember we had guests, like we had every day or every week. And I remember
Mhm.
me saying, do we want to like try to spread guests out? Because like we may not have enough guests or people who want to be on the show. And I remember Shea being like, no, we will. And like we are trying to find weeks where we can shove ourselves in of just us three at this point, right? Like
Mhm.
we had, I think by the end of December, or sorry, at the beginning of January, we had booked all the way till about April or May.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
then we're like, okay, let's start booking everyone else. And then it's just the rest of the year booked. And especially after JBYs, it was just sort of like everyone is contacting us now and wanting to be on the podcast and be part of this, of everything we do. So it's been a crazy year,
Yeah.
Mhm.
right? I'm very proud of us.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because
Really,
I
really
think
proud.
what a lot of people don't realize, unless you yourself have run a podcast, there are so many logistics behind it. And so like not only like you guys get to see the show part, like this is the part that you all get to see, and you get to see like what we do on social media and stuff. But there is so much behind the scenes that I think like I want to do a vlog on it sometime, because
Oh my God.
we are talking to each other all the time. And these are like, and like this is the first time like the three of us have worked together. And so it's not just that it's like a podcast, it really is a business you're growing and developing with other people. And it's kind of like the ultimate. Remember in like school, you had to like do like school projects where it was like group projects. This is like the ultimate group project. But luckily, I like you guys. I didn't often like the people and I had to do group projects with in school. No offense if any of them are listening, but it's a lot.
Jonathan Taylor from grade 3. I don't know.
I'm talking about you, buddy.
You know who you are.
Yeah. It is though. It's a lot. Like And especially I would say since JBYs, right? Like, we've talked about it, since the JBYs, and prior to that, obviously we do a lot. Oh, wow, that was quick. That was
Oh no,
13.
that was I hope he's okay. That looked like food
Damn.
poisoning or something, like
Yeah.
smoking.
It was like he got the bubble guts, and then he was like, "Oh shoot!"
It's just like
Just clicked
gotta
real
go.
fast, and he was like, "Gotta go."
Gotta
He
blast.
ran sort of funny too, right?
Yeah, I hope you're okay, Murph. Just like maybe send us a
Yeah.
smoke signal to let
Yeah.
us know you're all right.
Just give us a sign if you need to change your pants. But I have no idea what I was talking about now.
Maybe that's
Oh
for the
yes,
best.
up to the JB.
Oh,
Leading up to JBY is like, yeah, sure, it was busy and we had all this stuff, but right after JBYs, it just really took off. We had so many different things, and of course, we had the calendar project, which really has
Mhm.
swallowed up our lives since October, really, right? Like it's been
Mhm.
a lot of work, and it was way more work. Oh, see, he's okay. He relaxed.
Okay, we're good. And I think he has the same pants on, so I think he's okay.
Yeah. He didn't change.
Sorry, my cat would not stop meowing, and I had to let it in, and it was
Oh.
driving me nuts. And so I had
And we
to
were
do
like,
that.
We
we
thought
were
that was a quick
speculating,
one.
man.
I know,
I
I
know.
heard
I
you-
was like, I hope
yeah.
he's okay.
Sorry,
But yeah,
proceed.
no. Yeah, it's just when you're talking about how busy it is to have a podcast, and especially what we've been doing, yeah, since JBY's has been nuts, and like I know that Murph had mentioned it in one of the previous shows, like it got really overwhelming, and he needed a break, and I think we all need a break at sometimes, and I know I do at this point. Like we've
Mhm.
done so much and been like sort of hustling and pushing so much for this calendar and this project that like I'm ready for my break, right? And so I think that's
Mhm.
I think one of the amazing things that we have going is we understand each other so well, and we understand our priorities as people, not necessarily as a podcast or as a business, but as people. We have families, we have spouses, we have things that we want to do, and sometimes as much as people may think that this is just Wednesday at 8:30 for happy hour and then 9 o'clock, it is all week, all day
Mhm.
stuff we are constantly doing and thinking and working on. And so um, I think this is a perfect way to end the year, with the calendar. And I consider it a success. The fact that we've done all this stuff and we want to do all this stuff and continue to do it. And just to celebrate this amazing year for us. Like this has been great. Like we won awards. We were recognized by our community for what we provide. And now we're helping give back to this same community. Like that's huge,
Yeah. It's honestly
right?
like way more than I would have ever thought we would have happened. Like when you guys
Yeah.
were begging me to join the show, at the this time last year, and like you just were like so like relentless about it. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
like this is just some little podcast. No, I'm just kidding. No, but like I honestly like I'm trying to put myself back there, and I'm like, I think this is just going
Yeah.
to be so fun to get to know these guys, to connect with the community, and then just to look back at it's been so much more than that even. Like how is
Yeah.
that possible? Well, cuz I'm here
And
now. That's how.
and it's
That's
yes,
why.
that is exactly why.
Oh,
Um,
Mary say it wouldn't work without Shay. Mary, you started supporting us for 5
From the
months prior to
beginning.
Shay. So clearly it worked without Shay. It just
you
works
She
so
was
know,
about
differently.
she was about to
He was
leave
about to like
and
cut
never
ties
never
with these
talk with you
guys.
again. And then I
oh,
came on
there,
and saved the
yeah,
day.
Look, and then she
yeah,
said it 2 times too. She said at 9:07 and then 9:09. What the heck? Oh,
oh,
groupie.
Well, because I
Gee.
think she said
dedication.
it wouldn't work with Shay, but then she
Oh,
changed her
yes.
mind and
No.
said it
You're right
wouldn't
on the
work
first one.
No,
without
that's
Shay.
a Freudian slip. Is
Yes,
what it is.
Oh,
exactly.
is that
We
what it
got you,
is?
Mary. Don't
Okay.
worry.
Yeah,
We got you.
no,
We know what you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
But
Well, I'm
No,
curious for you guys. Oh, go ahead, Murph. I don't want to cut you
no. I
guys
was
off.
just
I'm
gonna
just
say
excited.
I can't believe it's only been 1 year. Like
mhm.
at the same time, it's like wow, that was a whole year, but it's like that was a one. Oops, sorry. It just the not only the success that we've had together, like at the JBYs, but like just being together and doing. Yeah, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, buddy.
Just doing family together, just doing
Yeah.
like life stuff together and just talking to you guys. Like I'll get out of work and I'll literally, guys, I'm not kidding. I'll get out of work and I'll have 72 messages.
It's true.
I know. And then
from
I
Rob
have to
and Shay,
text
and I'll be
Murph.
oh my
I
God.
like,
and I'll text
I'll
Shay because I don't want to bug Rob. So I'll text Shay like, okay, give me the gist of it. Like, what's the rundown?
I know. I
like,
feel bad because me
what's
and
going
Rob
on?
get in like spinning things just down rabbit holes, and then I'm like, and then I feel bad because I'm like, oh, I know Murph is working, like, and we're working too, but our jobs.
But we
are a
have the
little different
ability
where
to
we
look.
can,
Yeah.
like look in
Yeah.
between. And so then after, if it's just been a big long chain, I'll just text Murph and I'll be like, this is what came out of it. This is what we need from you. The rest was just me and Rob, like not talking about
Open
nothing.
this email, sign this document. Don't even
Yeah.
bother reading it. Just do it. Just trust me. I'm like,
And that's
okay,
how I'm
Shay.
getting a new car this upcoming year. It's all from Murph because he
Hey,
signs
glad
stuff he
to-
doesn't know what he's signing, and it works
Yeah.
out.
Glad one of us is.
Yeah. No, but you're right. Like this is just, it's hard to believe that this is a year, right? Like it feels like so much longer in regards to not like, I think it feels shorter in regards to like the show part of it. Like, yes, we've had a lot of guests and we've done a lot of different things on the show. And
The
I don't
calendar
feel,
year project, though, has felt like 10
Yeah.
years.
yeah. So the calendar
That's a lot.
project and the achievements with JBY, like, would you think that, especially since we started with Shea? So I sort of feel like the waiting table, once January of this year started, it was just a different waiting table, right? It was new.
Yeah.
But like in 10 months, then we were recognized for podcast, for best podcast and live series and all of that, and getting to meet people who we've been able to inspire or touch or connect with. By the way, hey Rab, how are you? Thank you for joining us tonight. Yeah, man. But yeah, it's crazy because calendar year, it feels a bit long, but we've just done so much.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, what would you say is your highlight of the year on the waiting table?
Goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, my favorite moment, I think, is us meeting at the airport.
Mhm.
Like, not gonna lie, I watch it almost every day. Like, I just love that first meeting. I just thought it was so cool. And like, who does that? And even it's funny because Shay's like, could you imagine like meeting somebody and like not knowing who they are? Like, she mentions that in the video, which I did. I actually met my wife offline on a dating site. And so I was like, yeah, I do that. But it was just like, who does this? Like, who starts a podcast about bariatric surgery and then like gets on a plane and then goes and flies and like meets these people? Like, it's just like, I try to wrap my head around it. How much, that, I don't know.
It's like a rom-com.
It kind of is. But no, it's just like, it's kind of a non-scale victory in a sense that we're kind of brave to do these things. Like kudos to us. And I'm not one to like, I don't like pat myself on the back or anything like that, but like to be able to step out and like go do something that you've never done before, like aside from
with
like,
people you've never met before.
With people you've not, I mean, we stayed in a house together.
Yeah. I could have been
Rob,
a total
Rob,
psycho.
I borrowed your comb and your toothbrush. I didn't tell you about the
That's
toothbrush.
true.
But, the comb. No, but I mean, like, we stayed up late and hung out and like went random places and shared cars together. Like, it's just like, it's not foolish because we're family, so it's, but was it brave? I don't know, but it was just like, it's part of life and just being loving to each other and loving on each other and loving on this community. And it's just, that's what this whole thing is, And so that video to me, sorry, I
forgot what it started as, but you brought it, man. You did it.
The question is what's been the best moment? And I think that's that whole thing just culminating into one big moment. And that's my why.
That's good. I like that.
Next question.
Shay, what's your highlight? Okay, I'm getting very hot in this onesie. So there's gonna be a point where it's gonna
Yes,
be
you are.
black tank top Rob soon.
Well, hold on.
Just so
Let
you
me
know.
let's see. Are you going to do an outfit change?
Maybe. Do you have an outfit change?
Here, no,
Wardrobe
I'm just
change.
going to do this. Ready? Are you ready? Are you prepared?
I'm always prepared. Oh,
Do I have time to go
caught
pee?
in the
Oh,
act. Oh yes.
shoot.
Always.
I wanted the viewers to get something out of it.
It's true.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's
Oh,
good.
If
my
we
arm's
didn't get
stuck.
the kids in, so we had to do something for the ratings.
This is true. I think the kids came earlier. I'm like, get out.
Get out.
Shay, what is yours? What's your highlight? And everyone else here, like I know Jamie has just shared, and I want to share hers too. But if anyone has a highlight of this year, you guys are all essentially the waiting table. Like when I imagine the waiting table, I imagine us sitting at a table and all you guys friggin' there. Like you guys are here every
Mhm.
week. You guys are here at happy hour. You guys have been there from the very beginning. Like sort of what we did in DC in the morning.
Yeah.
But I just imagine that with all these people have supported us there. So Jamie actually says, 3 of you have inspired me so much this year. You'll never even know. I could not have made it through this first year of my bariatric journey without you 3. Now I am crying, Murph. That is amazing. Jamie, you've been so supportive of us from the very beginning. We really, really do appreciate everything you do and everything that, and you always being there. Like you are the first person who made me a meme with my tights picture. Because like that night, they're just like, Rob, you're a meme. I'm like, oh, cool, really? And they're just like,
Great.
Jamie made you into a meme. I'm like, okay, what does that mean? Like, will I get more people on my OnlyFans or no?
That's been the biggest
Oh,
growth that we've seen this year.
Gene said the girls show.
yeah.
Oops, sorry.
Unfollow Gene.
And I don't think she's announced it yet, so I don't want to say, but
Kidding.
Jean's working on some cool stuff that I'm
Yeah,
really
she
excited for
is.
her to do. I don't know. I don't want to say it if she hasn't announced it, but I'm
Yeah.
excited for her.
We'll let her announce it unless she
Yeah.
posts it, and then we will help announce
Then
it.
we'll
but
share it.
Then we'll share it. Shay, highlight.
All right, highlight. So I was going to say what Murph said because that was a very big highlight, but I'll say something different too. My second one to that. I think what's been really fun, I tend to be definitely a dreamer, a visionary, if you will. And sometimes that can be kind of a lonely place to be because, and again, I'm not saying this to like toot my own horn. People who are similar in this way will understand, but it's like you see things before they have the chance to actually happen. And so a lot of times I feel like I'm trying to convince people like, no, just give it time. This will happen. Like I can see how this is going to unfold. And I think what's been really fun is watching. I could distinctly tell when it clicked for each of you on how impactful this whole journey would be. And that was really exciting and fun. Where I have seen it like this from the beginning where I'm like, "Oh yeah, I know where this can go, what could happen from this." And for you both, it was, I think, at different times where that started to click for you more of like, oh, I get it now. Like I feel like it's just been cool watching, I think, like your guys's self-confidence grow in different ways. And it's been really fun to like build an actual business with you guys. That's what this has been. And the whole purpose is to help people. And but it's been cool just, I think, for me, learning to develop that skill a bit more. So that's been cool. Just watching the light bulbs, I think, go off a bit has been fun.
Yeah. Oh, that was that. Yeah, I agree. And you are 100% correct. Like from the very beginning, I think for me, certain things, I am full out dreamer.
Mhm.
But then there's a lot of other things, and I am full out like hesitant, play it safe, make sure that everything is lined up before committing to stuff. And Shay from the very beginning was like, no, you guys don't know the power that we have with what we're doing and the impact that we can make on our community. And yeah, she believed it from the very beginning. And I think Murph and I sort of inched towards that over time, but she was right, 100%.
Oh, I'm glad we're getting this recorded. I'm
No,
gonna
I
make
didn't
him
record it.
redo
This
that.
is no,
Oh,
this
you
isn't
paused it for
recorded.
that
we stopped.
moment.
We
Paused
stopped
it.
recording. We
Yeah,
stopped
yeah.
recording for that.
Whoa.
What
Yeah.
about you, Robert? What's yours?
And I agree with Netta. Like Netta had said that for her, one of her biggest highlights was the JBY Awards, and I think mine was as well.
People, what that is, because people who are listening might not know. Just a
Sure.
little bit of overview for those that might not
Yeah.
know.
Murph had to pee again. JBY Awards, they were the Just Be You Awards. They're bariatric awards put on by our Sleeve Life podcast, our friends at OSLP. And it was in Washington, D.C. this year. And the whole idea was to recognize, you know, the people in our community, in our online bariatric community, who have continued to inspire people. And more than anything, it was there as a way for us to celebrate each other, right? Both individually, but I think collectively. And that was the biggest thing that I got from it. It was very much a collective, it was a collective celebration. And the reason why that was, there's so many different ways why it was so important for me or impactful for me or a highlight. One, getting recognized by this community, winning, for best podcast, best live live blah, blah, blah,
Series.
series. I was gonna say live screening. What the hell? Live series.
That's when
And
we do
screening.
our movie premiere, then we'll get best live
Correct.
screening.
Live screening.
Mhm.
That was great, and obviously I'm super grateful about that. But just being in that room was amazing. Being in a room of hundreds of people who just get it and know exactly how I'm feeling. And in regards to us, hearing how what we've been doing has helped other people, was amazing. We know from, our family here who comes and they support us all the time. And you know from people who tell you how you're helping them, how you're impacting them, but you never know really who you're reaching. And I think JBY Awards is clear that our reach was way past what we could have even thought, right? Like the amount of people who continue to inspire us and that we can inspire, that was big for me. And again, it was sort of the beginning, or beginning A and B of this calendar. As much as this has been like crazy amount of work for the calendar, like I am super proud of what we've done, right? Like Murph and I, like, this was our plan to represent the men's bariatric community, and I can't think of a better way than what we've done, right? And not only just representing and talking with a lot of the males who are in the calendar and how they feel about representing the male bariatric community, but to a cause that can save a life. Because we talk about our lives prior to surgery, and we don't think we would have had much of a life afterwards. I know I wouldn't have. Murph, I know you've said that as well.
Yeah.
And the fact that we can give something like that to someone is just absolutely amazing. So,
And the one thing that I've heard from countless, not countless, but a few different guys, they've messaged me back saying, because I'll say thank you for like being a part of this and like our little vision, our little dream for this, and I've heard this a few times. I want to say maybe 4 from different guys that just being on our show last week, they said, I feel like I want to share more of my story.
oh wow, that's awesome.
And it's like, wow, like I didn't realize you weren't sharing your story, or maybe you didn't think you were sharing your story, but like the power of sharing your story, being a man in this community and talking about the struggles that men have. And like, that's what, oh my God, that's what this is. That was like the foundation of what Rob and I had first envisioned this to be, but it's grown into so much more. And then going to the JBYs, and then like just up and up and up from there. And it's I'm still trying to wrap my head around it.
Yeah.
Honestly. I mean, that's part of my like daily struggle is trying to understand like what this is all about and like what this is all about and what like the calendar, like what, like it's almost overwhelming.
Oh yeah.
To make waves in a community where waves haven't been made before, and to like, or you know, to drop what is that phrase we talked about it before, like that little old saying, like you drop a pebble in a lake and it's gonna make, you know, ripples. And it's like, this is kind of like what the ripples look like, and like you guys can make those ripples too. Like everybody can make those ripples. Everybody can have that effect on somebody else, and just keep making, you know, just by sharing your story, and just by, you know, just ups and downs and talking about your life. And it's like, it's just so mind-blowing.
Right.
So
that's awesome to hear that some of the guys reached out, because last week was a very powerful episode for me. I was super proud of it. And and it's not even just the episode, like the happy hour beforehand, and seeing a lot of people who, you know, we may have known, but you know, not very well. I know you know, Harold, who's also in the collage, he couldn't make it, but he was so thankful to be in the calendar and to represent like his journey and the men. And it was amazing to talk with people about it. And as much as possible, like we would have loved to have given everyone a month, right? We would have loved to have been able to do that, but just to be able to include people like Rab is in it, right? To be able to include him in it, that's amazing. It just, I wish we could have done more, but you know, this is just the beginning. This is
we
a
got
starting
time.
point. We got, look, we have requests for hot grandma calendars. I'm down.
Well, so I do want to say, I do want to share my little idea, because I've had so many women reach out like, hey, it's cool that the boys like get this cool calendar, but what about the
20%,
girls?
guys, 20%.
Yeah.
Just let us have this one.
Well, and we are, so I just want to share an idea I have that I'm kind of wrapping my head around a little bit. So the boys, will let them have the calendar. Well, you know, you guys have that. But one thing I'd really love to do this year, I have this image in my head of, I want to create a book that's called the Bodies of Bariatrics, or Bariatric Bodies. It's a working title.
Sort of like,
but I want it to be macro, or like close-up shots of different body parts of people who have had bariatric surgery. So some of you may or may not know this, but in my past life, I actually was a photographer where I would do portraits and weddings, all that fun stuff. And so I still have that skill and ability to do that, where I would love to capture like very specific parts of people's bodies who have had bariatric surgery to show what normal bodies look like. And so that's something that I'm hoping to get off the ground next year with ladies. And I think men, I'd love for men to be a part of it too, but that's going to be something that I'm really excited about.
I love that. Sort of like the ESPN like body edition, sort of like that.
Yeah.
I always got that.
That's
I just want to be naked in a calendar or something.
I just like how I like how Shea says in a past life, as if she's not 17.
I know. It's just like, oh, so
no, I meant like in my actual past life when I was like
during cartoons.
You know, like way back.
I was Joan of Arc, so
exactly, and that's when I did photography.
I had this idea between watching SpongeBob and Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
I was taking pictures.
You know what though? I think that would be awesome, and we should definitely do that when we do our waiting table meetup.
I love it. Right?
Like I think we should definitely do that, and whoever's there, you know, we can do it if people are down. And I love that idea. And look, Jean's a photographer as well, and she'll help where she's needed. I will hold the light and stuff when I'm not.
No, you're the model. Don't
all of them
pretend like
I'll
you're
be
not
like
gonna be.
It's
just gonna be Rob.
It's gonna be called Rob.
It's just like
it's just gonna be like close-ups of your,
like his eye just is like the cover.
Your armpit.
What would yours be?
To thighs.
So if you had to choose something to put towards, and anyone in the chat too, if you could share that, like not necessarily that's indicative of your journey, or part of your journey? Like what would you put as your body part that you would highlight?
Collarbone.
So
PG.
mine would be my stomach. That's something that I've held so much shame around, even like forever, my whole life.
Yeah.
There's just been so much shame around my stomach. And this year I've really learned to embrace it. And I can genuinely say that I love my stomach and I love all that it represents. And so that would be mine.
That's awesome.
Maybe
I like
that'll
that.
be I think that'll be in it for sure. The book.
Yeah.
I'll get my stomach in there.
Yeah, that's a good one. I want to hear what the
Rob,
chat has to say. No, it's not.
is it your thighs? No,
No,
what is it? What's
it wouldn't
yours?
be. It would be my skin removal scar actually.
Nice.
Because like so someone had asked that. So Island Girl, RNY, VSG, RNY, Island Girl.
RNY Island Girl.
Island Girl, yeah. She had asked if anyone had to do or has done a paniculectomy, and how was it? And it was like the abdominoplasty was horrible. It was hard. It was painful. Recovery was painful. A year and a half after, I'm still dealing with it. But for what it did to me and my mindset, how I felt about myself, emotionally, everything, it was night and day. Like it made such a big difference. And I was super proud of everything that I had accomplished before, super proud of everything. But after I had the skin removal surgery, it was just totally different. Like my mindset totally changed and my confidence just started soaring in regards to that. Because I think even when I had the skin, it was good, but I was still always trying to hide, right? Like I was still trying to tuck and, hide certain things. And, for me, a big part of this journey for me was stop hiding because I hid for so long. And I found that once I got the skin removal surgery, like I don't care that people can see my scar. Like I will show it off proudly because it's just an aspect of everything else, but it is indicative of my journey or part of it. So that would be mine. And my thighs.
Obviously.
I'm just kidding.
What about you, Murph? I'm curious what your answer is.
This is going to be a hard one. I want to know what this one is.
Honestly, I mean, first thing that comes to mind is like my collarbone area.
Yeah.
And like this, whatever this is here, I just like this spot.
Yeah.
I should show you on the side, right? Like right in there. Like I just love
Cool.
seeing my
Guns
collarbone
away,
right there. And
your tank top too. You wore a tank top. You showed it off.
I did. Yeah.
That was big.
I feel like that's the tighter part of my skin. I'm not happy with my stomach, my any other part of my body, but when I look in the mirror, I like this area, my shoulders. I've always had broad shoulders, and I feel like they look nice. And
you just walk around like that.
So, but yeah, I walk around
like
this
all the
all day
time. You're
long.
just like, hey,
Like, what's up, man? How you doing?
That way.
The gym is that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, right there.
Like there you go.
I'm still working on that part. Like 2.5 years in, I'm still not loving my body, but
Hey, man.
But there are like my xiphoid process is weird. That's a thing. That's just like I love it, but I hate it. I can see it. It's cool, but it's so weird. It's like freaky. And so like, I don't know. Maybe that. Maybe that. I don't know.
We have some time. You can think about it more.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of my not New Year's resolutions, but one of my goals for 2024 is to get skin removal. And so
wow.
I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I mean,
Hey, don't backtrack it now. Don't backtrack it.
It's recording. We're recording.
Now that Elise is out of school, and we've had to prioritize so many things, and it's like, anything can happen in the next year. Obviously, I mean, anything can happen in the next year, and it's like, I would like to get skin removal surgery. Yes. Will it fit in with our schedule, our plans? We want to travel. We want to go to Scotland this year. We want to go to
Canada.
We want to do things, and so it's like
Canada.
Maybe skin removal. Yeah, Canada.
Yeah, man. Come to Canada.
Sure.
That's awesome.
Canada.
Hey,
You're
well,
allowed
that's kind
now,
of
man.
like
It's been a long time.
Yeah. I legally I'm allowed to go to Canada.
You're no
now.
longer banned. You're not on
I'm
the
not banned anymore.
terrorist list. Hello,
Look at my
Tony
body.
Doyle.
No, I'm just kidding.
Guys, everyone come to Canada. Let's do something. We're gonna do something. Then we're gonna take pictures of our body parts.
I
yes,
still like
that's
the
on
idea
my
of the
Niagara?
Niagara Falls winery thing.
Yeah.
I still like that idea.
Dude,
That
it's
was
gonna
like
be
a
so
really
good.
great
We are
idea.
gonna be so tanked because we can't handle our shit. Like it'll be
Can't
so
do that.
amazing.
Yeah.
It'll be so amazing. Guys, I'll plan an amazing ass trip for us. Dr. Shivers will be there, 100%. Dr. Judy. He'll do the
yes.
surgery in Niagara. He's
Oh
not.
my
While we're all
God.
drunk.
Yeah.
While we're all drunk. Be in
Um,
Niagara, meetup October 24. Sure.
So we'll do ours the 23rd.
23rd is ours. 24th is the other one.
24th is the other one. We'll just pick.
Yeah, Netta, get your passport switched. I don't know. We don't know what we missed yet, but Rab said there's a meetup in October.
Didn't miss anything.
So we'll see.
Rab's
I'm
planning
curious.
our waiting table meetup.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thanks, Rab. That's called delegation.
I like it. Go ahead, Shay.
I was just gonna ask Rob, like, so we heard Murph's like 2024 goals. What are yours, or what are some of your dreams and goals for 2024?
So first and foremost, my goal that I had set in regards to competing for the transformation bodybuilding competition. Like, just because I got injured and I got sidetracked, that's not going to change at all. I'm still going to be competing. I still plan on winning. If I don't win, cool. I just wanted to represent actually our community in regards to that. But yeah, I want to win. Putting a lot of work into it, so that'd be nice. Other than that, I'm trying to convince my partner to play for the championships, the provincial championships again, and win gold instead of bronze this year for pickleball. For the second half, if she's watching, she's not. Let's do it. Come on. I slow play her. Like every time we play, I'm like, it's really good playing with you. Like I miss it. And so until she's
You're
the one
like
who
a
starts
Sour
telling me-
Patch Gummy. First you're sour, then you're
Yeah.
sweet, and then that's how
Oh,
people,
for sure.
you win people over, and then you're like,
That's
wait,
it.
he's sour. I forgot.
And no, it's all sugar. Woo. So that's gonna happen. I don't care what she says. It's happening. She's gonna play. Other than that, like I think just be happy. Like this was an amazing year for me for work. And it gave me a lot of time freedom to do a lot of the things. Like more with the podcast, like the calendar, like playing pickleball, like working out. And so this year, I just want to see if I can do the same thing for work. So it gives me the freedom to do the other stuff that I enjoy a lot. So yeah, that's it for me in regards to that. For the podcast, man, it's hard to beat this year. Like I just want to keep serving the community, right?
Oh, just wait.
Oh, I know. Like we're gonna take pictures of our
We've got
bodies
a lot of
and shit.
ideas, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to share anything right now.
No.
But, I mean, we've got like a lot of ideas and a lot of talk and things.
The one thing I will say, one of my big goals for 2024 for the waiting table, we are doing a waiting table meetup.
Yes.
It's gonna happen somewhere.
It's got
Where? I don't know, but it's gonna happen.
With
and it's gonna
who?
be
I don't know.
Friggin' awesome.
Maybe we'll be there. Maybe we won't. No, I'm just
It's
kidding.
gonna be a waiting table meetup and we're not there. Hey, maybe.
Good luck.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I want to do that, and I would like to go to another meetup if possible, because I just really enjoy connecting with people and just being in that energy. Yeah, those are my goals in regards to social media and in regards to the waiting table for 2024. So Jamie's there, so it's gonna be Jamie, and that's it.
And Rab will be there
Yeah.
because he's planning it for us.
Because he's
so.
planning it. Thank you, Rab, very much.
I
That'll
think
be
if
good.
we meet up in Montana, then Mary
Ooh.
can come. Montana's nice.
Yes, I would. I
Or you
wanna
just
know
come
that.
over a little further, and Oregon is right there. And
That's
there's a
too far.
lot
No.
of Oregon
No.
people.
Yeah,
Way
if
too
we're in
far.
Oregon, we might as well just go to Vegas.
Yeah,
There you go.
Vegas
Yeah.
is cool too.
Might as well go to Vegas.
There you go. I'm down.
Vegas is good.
Hawaii.
Come to Orlando.
It's a
I might.
Hawaii- It's
Oh,
a Hawaii
dude.
trip.
Oh,
Hey, new continent. We're going to Asia, guys.
Just keep.
Let's
Just keep
world tour, waiting
Um,
table world tour.
The
Jamie,
Philippines.
I might be going to Orlando next year at some point. So if I am, we need to plan something because I also plan on stealing that friggin' bell if I go. I am gonna sneak
And we need an
in.
escape route.
Yeah, if you can be the diversion, I'm gonna go to the Surgical Associates of Bayonet Point, an hour and a half away from Orlando. I'm gonna steal that bell.
I'ma
So
steal that bell.
let's do it. Let's do a meetup, Orlando, whatever. Exactly. And I'll be humming that the whole time. And they're just gonna be looking at me as I'm
I know
walking in.
Macy's just gonna be watching you like, hey Rob, what's up?
Yeah, yeah. We got some stuff. We're gonna have some stuff planned this year, guys.
Yeah.
It'll be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
How about you? What's your goal? Shay.
My goal, my dream, I'm going to finish my book this upcoming year. So, those that don't know, I'm writing a book called Obese, and the prologue and first chapter is available. I've gotten some really helpful feedback from no other than your wife, Rob. She
I
is
know.
amazing. She's
Yep.
given me some really good feedback, so it's going to be good. But yeah, that's like what I think one of my biggest goals. And then along with that, I am hoping to quit my job, my full-time job, my day job next year. So
Yes.
that is the hope. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So buy some waiting table merch and support me. No, I'm kidding. Support my dream.
See, and look, waiting table tour. There we go.
Yep.
3 people in every town in America will come.
Yeah,
I would love to do a tour. Imagine that. That'd be nice.
Well, that's another thing too. I really want to travel with more bariatric things this year. Like I feel like I was very lucky to do a lot of traveling last year, but I just want to be a little bit more intentional this year of doing more travel endeavors and having it be bariatric focused. I'm really excited.
Yeah. Like if I can do weekends and extend it, like that'll be doable.
Yeah,
for sure.
totally.
Like I think we could do that. I think I can pull that. Full ones, it'll be a bit hard. Oh, look, Jamie's gonna be a roadie. Yeah, let's go. We have everyone. This will be amazing. Oh, Idaho's middle ground. There you go. We're gonna visit Gene in Idaho. Gene, if we go to Idaho, what are we gonna do in Idaho?
Potatoes.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't want it to be the stereotypical thing. So what's
Idaho's
there to
beautiful.
do in Idaho?
It's beautiful there. I've only been there once, but it was pretty.
Yeah.
I took a train through Idaho, and I remember it being just gorgeous. Like it was it was beautiful. Yeah.
So I drove. So when I used to live in British Columbia, and when I drove to BC, when we moved there, we drove through Canada, 4.5 days, and when we moved back to Ontario, we drove through the States. So I remember the thing I remember the most was driving through Montana, and again, I was younger, and remember, as Shay has mentioned, we're old, and so
You're old.
as I'm old. So
You're
as
old.
I was driving through Montana, once we got into Montana, I was like, holy crap, this looks like the Soundgarden Black Hole Sun music video. And I was like, this is so cool. And then after about 40 minutes, I'm like, whoa, this is boring because it's still the music video. But
look at what Gene said. This sounds
Okay.
like fun. We should do this. Kayak the biggest waterfall in the West and the Blue Lake. And she's giving
Down.
some other ideas. I just want to do I hope that the 3 of us can meet in person a few times this year and do new experiences. Like, can we promise that to each other? Like, when we get to meet up in person, whatever it is, wherever it is, we'll do something that none of us have done. Does that make sense?
Yep. Yeah.
No.
If you guys come visit me, then we'll spend a weekend at my trailer and we'll go around on my boat. We'll go river tubing. Oh, you guys have river tubing in certain places. Yeah, we'll do all that cool stuff up here. Go to Toronto. Whee! See traffic. Yes.
I am pretty certain that there is a Canadian trip in me and Dylan's future in the upcoming year. I'm pretty certain that's going to happen.
And I believe there's a place for you to stay.
I've already been talking with Mary about it.
Oh, what the hell? Sheesh.
We talk a lot. We talk
Stalker.
about books and me staying at your house a lot.
Oh, okay. All right, sure.
Yeah.
Bronwyn lives in Nelson, BC. Is beautiful. I love BC. Every
Me
time I go
too.
back,
I'd
I'm
love to
jealous
go.
that I didn't do more there. I'd do a BC meetup just so we can drive up to Whistler. Even in the summertime, it's so nice. Oh, see, Jamie went to Toronto a lot in college to drink. Yeah, or if you're from like Detroit area going into Windsor because of the age, unless you're Murph because you illegally did it.
That was bad.
And you got blocked from my country.
That was a bad idea. That was bad. Happy
what we do in
19th birthday to
Canada.
me.
Yeah, man, that's what we do in
Yeah.
Canada.
That was fun.
21. Come on.
Hey, so we haven't talked about the holidays at all, and I did mention that in the title of today's episode, and we're almost
We got
done. But
we got 7.5 minutes.
We just got to do a
But
live talk about it.
with that,
Remember when we did the Super
well,
Bowl one?
oh yeah, that was fun.
Sort of like that. We should do that too. If we need a continuation.
Yeah. Well, the biggest thing I was going to ask you guys. So for me, this is my second round of holidays since having surgery. Murph, are you on your third? Is this your third?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Rob, is this your fourth holiday season after surgery?
Yes. Third.
Okay. Oh, you're
Yes.
third. Okay.
I don't remember. Third.
Okay.
Fourth.
No,
Well, it
It'd be
depends
fourth
on the
for
time
you.
of
If it's third,
year.
it's third for
2020.
me.
Because my surgery
2021 for
was
me, 2021,
2020,
2022,
21,
2023. So
22.
this is three
Yeah,
for
this
me
is-
for
Oh,
four
yeah,
for
it's
you.
4 free. Yeah.
Yeah.
Old guys remember.
Yeah. It just takes
So
us a minute and a half.
how has this like holiday season been feeling for you guys? Has it been stressful? Has it not been? Anything that you've kind of been doing to just help, or things that you've noticed about it?
Go ahead, Murph.
Yeah, I mean, so far so good. I'm not doing the daily weigh-in thing as long as I can help it. I mean, I don't want to obsess. I don't want it. It's an unhealthy obsession. I feel like it's turned into. I just need to accept that your body is going to fluctuate. Every day is going to look different, and there's no right answer. There's no wrong answer. It's just listening to your body, setting yourself up for success. Front load the protein. It's going to be a spread for a lot of us. It's going to be a big spread. Lots of food, lots of desserts, lots of fun time, lots of drinking. Probably, especially for Rob. It's just going to be good. A good time. And
Yeah.
In most of our societies and most of our homes and our cultures, we celebrate with food. It's just that's what we do, because it makes us feel good. Food makes us feel good. So embrace it. Don't obsess over it. Enjoy it. That's what I'm going to do. And this is my third year post-op, and wintertime, going into fall and winter, I always gain a lot. I go into hibernation and I put on the weight, and and then I've got to bust my ass coming out of it, and in the spring and the summer, but I'm more active in the spring and summer, so it's okay. And I'm always constantly trying to justify my weight gain during the winter, but it's like I'm not worried about it. I've got the tools. I know what it takes. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to enjoy my family, and I'm going to try not to dump, because that's a horrible feeling. That's a horrible feeling. That's really the just know when to put the fork down.
Yeah.
Take your bites, put the fork down, enjoy it. Enjoy the food.
Yep.
Enjoy your time with your family. That's what it's all about. It's about being happy, enjoy. We only get how many Christmases in our lifetime,
That's it, man.
Enjoy every single
For
one.
you guys, you're like pretty much all yours are running short
Enough,
now
yeah.
because you're so
Couple
old.
left.
Enough.
We have a couple left. Tank's running low. I agree 100%. Like, honestly, how am I planning on staying on track for the holidays? I just trust that I know what I'm doing, right? And I do. And even what you're saying, Murph, right? Like, when you're going to stop You know when you're gonna feel a bit like, will I be like, no, I'm gonna eat and then I'm gonna stop before I feel a little bit full? No, I'm gonna eat and then I might feel a little full and then I'll stop, right? I'm not gonna hold myself back from enjoying something. I will always be mindful of the things like I'm still doing. Like I know I'm not gonna miss any workouts through the holidays. That's just not gonna happen. But just enjoy, right? Christmas parties have already started, and we just had a party this past weekend, super drunk, right? Like I was super drunk. I ate, I enjoyed, I had fun with my friends. The Wednesday before that, drunk again. It's, like I don't drink ever throughout. So if I'm with family and friends, I'm going to enjoy. I'm going to eat, I'm going to enjoy, I'm going to laugh, I'm going to have a good time. And then the next day, I'm going to be back on track, right? Because we know what we need to do. And again, if we're moving towards that specific goal with all of our actions or the majority of our actions, we're still moving towards that, right? You don't have to be 100% strict about everything. Know your limits, but enjoy. Like this is what the holidays is all about, right? So that's my approach.
Yeah.
And don't feel bad about it.
We talked about it on Instagram on Happy Hour. You'd mentioned what Jason had said, and I think about that often as well.
Yeah.
You fall off the wagon. I think it's the wagon analogy, right? Or the wheel breaks off the wagon. Like you put it back on and you keep going. Like you don't just like quit and just like forget it all. Like no, like you still have a journey. You're still breathing. Keep going. Like don't quit just because you have one bad day or one bad meal.
Yeah.
Or maybe 4, 5, 6 meals in one whole day. Who cares?
Yep.
Try again tomorrow. Make better choices. Listen to your body. Yeah, 100%.
And recognize the good stuff. Did you take your vitamins today? Did you get your water today?
Yeah.
Did you eat your protein today? Did you have a bad meal? But yeah, you worked out or you walked a little bit.
Yeah.
You're still moving in the right direction, right? So 100%. Enjoy.
And I think too, like I've been just hearing a lot of people talking about emotional eating and just how the holidays will bring that. And I just want to acknowledge too, like for me at least, like holidays have been really crappy in the past. Like they have not been very enjoyable times of the year for me in different ways, where it's like spending time with people that aren't safe people. And I don't know, I just haven't. It's really honestly been this last holiday season and this holiday season where I've done things very different than I used to. And I think last year it was very jolting because I purposefully like really disengaged from a lot of people, like, and had a very quiet holiday season. I didn't see a lot of people, didn't really do a lot. And I was surprised at how much anxiety I had, even though I wasn't doing anything to cause that, if that makes sense. Whereas this year I've been more aware of that, and I've been able to kind of come in and out of that, of just knowing, you know what, the holidays just hold a lot of weird dynamics for me, and I'm going to have some days where they just don't feel right and I don't feel good, and then other days where I feel okay, and there is going to be emotional eating in that. So what can I do to set myself up for like success in the best way possible if I am feeling like I need to emotionally eat? What are some food options that I can have that maybe support my body a little bit better? And so just kind of, I think, knowing that that's going to happen has been helpful, and just being aware of it and being okay and giving yourself grace, which is what I'm hearing both of you say too. It's like, it's the holidays just hold weird things for a lot of people, and it's okay that it does,
Yeah. And I think the whole idea, we had mentioned it earlier, just being intentional about it, right? Like, okay, so if I know that this is a hard time for me and I know I may struggle a bit, okay, so I will allow myself to emotionally eat today with the intention that tomorrow I am back, right? I'm going to let myself process the challenges, the emotional challenges of this time of year, or this meetup or this gathering that I have with family or friends or whoever. I know it's going to be intense. I know it's going to be a struggle. I know that, I may emotionally eat a little bit. That's okay. Allow yourself to do that if you need to, and process it. And then tomorrow you're back on, right? There's nothing wrong with that. It'd be nice to say, oh, I'm never going to emotionally eat, but realistically, we know that that's not necessarily the case, right? So
and it's like you're either gonna You're either going to emotionally eat and deny it and just bury your head in the sand. You're going to emotionally eat and shame yourself about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you can emotionally eat and, approach it with more neutrality of like, yep, that happened, and give myself grace. And could I do anything different? Yes, no, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like just having that grace is important, I think.
100%.
Yeah, and it's not all or nothing. It's
Mhm.
not like it's not like, oh, I screwed up. F it, like I'm done. It's like,
Yeah.
no, you still gotta. The goal is to be happy and to live a long, happy life with your family and friends, and they want that for you too, especially when you're together for the holidays.
Yeah.
It's sad to go through the holidays without family that you've lost and stuff like that. We all know that.
Yeah.
We all have that experience. And so there was this analogy that I heard a while back, and I'm going to totally butcher it. But somebody gives you $1,000. You wake up in the morning and somebody just gives you $1,000, and they're like, "Hey, spend this however you want." And somebody else runs by and grabs a $5 bill out of the pile and says, "Ha, like, so long, sucker," and they take your $5. Are you going to take that remaining $995 and like, oh, screw it, I'm done, and just like burn it and throw it away?
Yes, I
You know what
will.
mean?
I would. I'd be so distraught. I
like-
would probably do that.
Yeah, right.
I'd
Like,
stage that guy back and get my 5.
well, you're not just going to throw away the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you lost your $5. You still got 995. How many good decisions do you make a day?
Yep.
Versus the 1 or 2 bad decisions you make in a day.
Love it.
It's not enough to end your whole day or your whole month or your whole year. Like, no, just start over. Like, you still look what you still have.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Look at the opportunities that you still have in front of you. You still got that $995. You still got that. You can still do a lot with the rest of your day. You can still do a lot with lunch. You might have screwed up at breakfast, but you still got a lot of time with lunch, or
For sure.
So,
Like it. You didn't butcher it.
cool.
I want to
Okay,
leave. I want to.
one.
Okay,
Wait,
you
I
do
have
it.
one more question. No, just one more
All right.
question that's related
Okay.
to
You
the
again.
holidays.
Sure.
Do you guys like eggnog? Are you pro or
Yes.
pro eggnog? Okay. What about you, Rob?
Oh yeah.
I think when I was. What are you gonna say?
I know. I just this year I've had 1 cup, and I mixed it with alcohol
Woo!
Uh-huh.
as I usually do every year. And for some reason this year it really upset my stomach. Like it made me feel
Oh.
really, really bad. And so I'm just wondering, of like, do I still like eggnog? Was it the eggnog? Was it the alcohol?
Eggnog doesn't like you. You might still
Maybe
like it.
eggnog doesn't
though.
like me all of a sudden.
Yep.
But I typically
You can always just pour a little bit, like and do like a little bit of fat-free milk. No, does that not count?
That's crazy.
No.
Right?
Oh.
What is this, Canada?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I
anyways,
used to
go ahead.
like eggnog for the reason that I want to fit in, because we never had
Mm.
eggnog when we were younger. So I was like, I want eggnog, and I'm just like, what the hell's this? No, it's okay, but I'll drink it with alcohol.
Well,
Like,
there's not
levels,
much you won't drink with
stomach-
alcohol.
Without alcohol,
Or
with alcohol. Yeah, I'll
with.
drink it all. Eggnog is I like. Oh, I don't know what that word is. Coquito? Coquito. It's like a mojito,
Ooh.
but and a
Coquito.
mosquito. It's like a mosquito made.
Or did
made
she mean
sweet,
cookie
sweet
dough?
love.
That's not real.
it's Spanish for cookie dough. Oh my god, what flavor is that?
Cookie dough.
Well,
Keto.
I am very anti eggnog. I do not like it. It tastes like
it's a trap.
Pepto Bismol to me. Does anybody else have that, or it tastes like that to them?
Should try it with
Or am I-
more alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't
I've
have
never
enough- you
had
don't
it
have enough
with
rum in it.
alcohol.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
just
why.
do the alcohol straight up.
Add some rum and some cinnamon or nutmeg or
Ooh,
both.
Look at that. Or next
Mm.
time, do that with your Pepto Bismol. So Pepto Bismol and then some rum.
Honestly, I wouldn't
cinnamon
notice
on
the
top.
difference.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah.
Am I the only one though? I've always wondered that. I'll do a poll to see if anybody else thinks eggnog tastes like Pepto Bismol, or if I'm alone in that.
Yeah.
It's Oregon.
You are.
Pepto. Yeah.
Oregon.
Eggnog is too thick, Savannah says. How about cookie dough?
Cookie dough.
Cookie dough. Cookie dough.
Oh, so funny, old man. I know. So I just want to end this because I know we're over time here. I just wanted to end this by asking you guys, since it is our last episode of the 2023 year, both. Yeah, because we
Both.
said this was season 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
What? And
Season
everyone in chat, if you'd like, you can also share. What are you most grateful for this year?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I was gonna ask Murph first.
Are we
but-
waiting? Oh, are we waiting for people to?
No, they'll answer as you go.
I'm thankful for eggnog.
Eggnog and cookie dough.
I'm thankful. I'm thankful for God. You're just trying to make me cry, Rob. I know.
Yeah,
it's going
trying
on.
trying hard, man.
We need to
I know
get
you're
the last of our views
Yes.
to go up a little bit.
Yeah.
I know your tricks. So yeah, I'm really happy that I'm thankful for my family. I mean, obviously, like I've got the best family on the planet. Like we're just such a great group, and I just love my family. I'm thankful for my wife, who's busted her butt all year, or the past 3 years, putting herself through nursing school, and I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for this community, and on Thanksgiving, I even shared a video with these things. I'm thankful for these. These are the things that I'm the most thankful for: my family, this community, and my wife. I wouldn't be here without her. I wouldn't be here without you guys, and wouldn't be here without the motivation that I draw from being a better dad, and for my kids. And so I'm thankful for that.
Is Elise sitting right there?
Yep.
Elise, go to the other room, and I'm gonna ask the same question. I'm thankful for you too, Elise.
No, she was in the bathroom, and I actually have to go to the bathroom, so I was waiting for her to get out. But I'll try to hold it while we get through this round
All
of
right.
questions.
All right, because we have a lot of really good things that people are grateful for. But Shay, how about you?
I'm gonna keep listening.
Mine's gonna be. Mine's gonna be a really long monologue, so we can watch Murph struggle. But that's all right.
Yeah.
He's gone now. I think for me, this has been a year of connection. I feel like last year it was a lot of self-discovery and being kind of in more of a cocoon. And then this last year in 2023, it's been just so full of connection with like new people and new experiences. And I've really, really enjoyed it. So I'm kind of curious to see like what 2024 will be. I don't think it'll be like isolation like I needed in 2022, but I don't know if it's going to be even more connection or a different kind or deeper connection. I don't know. I'm curious to see what that'll look like, but I think that's what I'm very grateful for is the connection that this year's had.
Yeah. Awesome. I like that.
What about
We had
you,
some-
Rob?
No. Yeah, I think for me, it's just I'm grateful for opportunity. Like this year has had so many
Mhm.
opportunities, and I think there's always opportunities out there. It's just a matter of whether you're going to be brave enough to take them. And I think that this year, both personally and professionally, I didn't shy away from opportunities. If things were up there, then I was just going to go for them because really, what do you have to lose? And yeah, I was really grateful that we had those things happen, that we had the bravery and the courage to sort of take them on. Like, Murph said, it's sort of courageous or is brave to put yourself out here on a podcast for all these people to sort of see and agree or not agree with you. So I'm grateful for the opportunity that I've had with the waiting table, with part of this community, with being able to go to the JBYs. And again, with my family, there's always different things that come up, and I try to teach my kids the same type of thing. Your choices have power, and you will always have a choice. And so just think about what it is, but always go for it. Just go for it. And my daughter teaches me this all the time. Whenever I second guess something, she's just like, what do you have to lose? So yeah, I'm grateful for all the opportunities that we've had this year.
Looking back, I have a question, and I don't normally ask a lot of questions. I feel like, but I did have a question coming into this because I remember at the beginning of the year we set goals for ourselves, and we set, our New Year's resolutions and stuff like that. And I was just thinking tonight
Oh shoot.
while I was at work, like, what did we accomplish the goals that we set out to accomplish this year personally, and for the podcast and stuff like that. And because I feel like and I want to share that as a non-scale victory, is that, like, my goal was to get therapy and mental health and really tackle the head game and do some of the head work this year. And I feel like I've started that process, and it's a process that's gonna keep going. But like, I totally started it this year, and I did it, and I'm doing it. And it's like, am I the same person today that I was last December 13th or January 1st, starting the year? No, God, no. I'm a completely different person. Am I worse or better? That's yet to be determined. But I am a completely different person. I've done the things that I set out to do, and I'm tackling them, and I'm trying to do it. And that's what it's about. Just getting better and better and better, and trying to, do those things. And then the waiting table, of course. I mean, it's wow. I'm blown away by, I think we've exceeded our goals that we set for ourselves this year.
Yeah.
And super proud of us. So
my goal is to just find a way to get rid of Shea, like by March or April.
Guess you gotta try harder, my friend.
New Year's resolution 2024. Do you remember what your goal was, Shea, that we shared? Did we do this as a result of like a Shay's? She gave us.
This does sound like a
exercise
prompting of mine.
Yeah. It was a game that we played. Yeah.
Where you had to sing what your goals were or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, so in my Grow with Shea podcast, I did a dreams episode where I was talking about what my 2023 dreams were, and I just recorded like an update in my dreams for 2024, and I actually did accomplish all of my dreams for the most part. But it's been kind of like in funny ways. Like, my goal was to be a full-time content creator, and I did do that this year, except I also kept my full-time job. So I was more clear that in 2024, I'd like to do content creation only and not just be a full-time content creator. So little things like that were a little different, but for the most part, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't remember what my goals were at the beginning of the year, but I will.
I think
say
you
that,
accomplished them. We'll go with that.
I'm fairly confident that I accomplished them, so I'm going to say yes, I did too. But yeah, no, it was a great year, and at the end of the day, we are grateful for you guys, all the people who have been on here supporting us every single week, supporting us through the votes for JBYs, being here on Happy Hour, being here on the podcast. We could not have done any of this without you guys. So thank you so much for making 2023 so awesome for us. We are grateful for you guys. And that is it. That's all the time we have for not only tonight, but for 2023. So thanks for joining us on the Waiting Table Podcast, where we're serving the weight loss community
1 pound at a time.
I'm dancing,
Happy
I'm singing it up. Come on, guys. Gotta dance it off.
Sorry, I'm waving to Christine and everyone else. Jamie said she could listen to us all night. So let's turn the music off and just keep going.
Just keep going. I'm tired of you guys.
We should do like
see you next year. I don't want to see you until next year.
We should do a marathon night.
Ooh,
a marathon
just talk all night long.
All night.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'll have to
and whoever does the most,
times.
I was gonna say whoever does the most, he loses.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, Murph. Happy holidays, guys. Thank you so much.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Love y'all.
Bye, guys.